when I need any kind of razor blade or something I could slice something with, I use one of these type knives like this. This one has been around forever. It's got styrofoam on it. It's got them snap off little blades there. But I've seen a lot of people use X-Acto knives. And I never had an X-Acto knife. I've seen Rolling Tardis use one a lot, and Jordan Yu uses one a lot. But I usually use something like this. I find the larger handle gives better control and that. But I said, you know, maybe I should really get some X-Acto knives. So I went online. This was many years ago. Maybe I went online. I can't remember. Or looked in a store. And I wasn't happy with the price of it. At the time, I was at Tiny Middle. And it so turns out that we sold Close Enough-O knives. This is interesting because this may have had a cardboard covering over it that I threw out because I didn't need that around. I printed up a label on my Brother P-Touch, and it has blued as the plastic is, which is quite interesting. Only happened on this. I bought two of these because they were a really good price. Maybe they were on clearance, I don't remember. I bought two of these sets, and I've never used either one. But for some reason the name came to mind, Close Enough-O knives, and I decided that it's probably high time that we take a look at this little kit. So the thing clicks open and opens up to reveal three different ones. We have one here with a plastic handle and a blade that I guess unscrews. Yeah, it does. So that should unscrew and we should be able to remove, well, that's the idea. Yep, it comes out. Remove the blade like that. Dirt in this? I never used it. Well, something got knackered. There. No, not quite. There it is. Okay, that was strange. Anyways, I have this styrofoam now. I have this one. There's this one, which is kind of a fatter handle type thing with a different type blade, as you see. And this one, which is more the one I've seen people use, a little slender one, I guess aluminum handles, and that yet also has a different blade from the rest. And if that weren't all, it comes with all of these as well that I have not taken out of here, and I'm not going to because I think it looks like it's held in by a piece of like cellophane tape or something. I don't know. I kind of like the big one, so we'll put the other two back, and we're gonna do a little spearmint and see if I actually like it. Now we're gonna start with my old standby here. So if I want to cut a square out, and this blade is not sharp, so because it's not sharp, it didn't go all the way through, and I'm cutting on cardboard. Yeah, this blade is... I'm actually surprised. It's just tearing the paper. So that could be solved by snapping that off, but let's make another square here. That seems to cut a little nicer. The blade is not in there nicely. So maybe that's why it's close enough-o. Or maybe it just isn't tight. It just wasn't tight. This is doing actually a fine job I didn't cut all the way through, but yes, indeed, it did cut out a square of paper. Still, I kind of like the big handle on this thing. I would use a knife like this, oftentimes a tiny middle, for when laptops used to have around the screen. They used to have these little like rubber bumpers, which then changed to little plastic screw covers, little flat plastic discs, and you'd have to go in there and dig it out. And I always said, this blade is just, especially the little tiny one, it's just too small for that. So I always preferred something like this, and I have one in my old toolkit from there. Let's see about cardboard, and we'll cut out this UPC. Yep. That's doing quite well. And this was another trick we did at Tiny Middle. Well, it didn't work for me, but this way, if you had a label or something, you could peel it off. And I could cut, you know, even deeper down. And I don't know if I cut deep enough for that to pop. Yeah, it sure did. There. No more rings of power. So, yeah, end result is I have them. They work great, and it just wasn't anything that I ever really needed to use in life, and it's probably going to stay that way. It's just odd, but I did find them for the low, low price of, I don't even know what it was, and they seem to work very similar to the actual leading national brand. And that's another thing that I'd like to just mention quickly. I have become increasingly more and more and more dissatisfied with the leading national brand. This could be any brand that you might know here in the United States, such as Tide laundry detergent, or Downy fabric softener, or Ritz crackers, or even the soda out there, like Coca-Cola, actual Coca-Cola. I don't like it as much as I used to, and that's part of the reason is because of the high fructose corn syrup that's in it, but that's only one of the reasons. It's not the main reason. It just doesn't taste that good to me anymore because I've had better. There are much better sodas out there. Surprisingly, the sodas at Aldi, they don't have many to choose from. They used to back in the day, and they were okay, not fantastic. But their Aldi Summit brand Coke is exceptional. Exceptional, and way cheaper, especially now with inflation. What do they get? $2.50 for a 2-liter bottle of Coke? Get out of here. I'm not paying that. I'm simply not paying that when I can pay 89 cents for a bottle of Aldi Coke. And it's, in my opinion, better than actual Coke. Ritz crackers, there's an Aldi equivalent, or any other, even the store brands, a lot of times. Whatever grocery store that you visit on a regular basis, even a chain, oftentimes the store brand stuff is either as good or even better than the leading national brand. And the reason for that is the leading national brand is the leading national brand because they paid to be there. With a lot of advertising and recipes using it. Back in the day, the store brands just, quite frankly, weren't that good. But nowadays, they are a lot better. Does this work on par with an actual X-Acto brand knife? I would say most definitely yes. It's going to go dull just the same. You can get blades anywhere. Now they're all made in China, so it doesn't even matter if you get an actual X-Acto brand blade. It's the same garbage. Anyhow, it seemed to work well, but still nothing that I've ever really found a use for or a need for. And I got 2 of these. And that's going to wrap up the Close Enough O knives. So I thank you very kindly for watching. Make sure you click like, make sure you click subscribe, and take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.